99.9% satisfaction here. What can we do? Do you want to come to my hotel room and throw money around or something? How can we improve your situation? What? Seriously. Yeah. What? Oh, I'm a spoiler. No. Would you like a hug? Would that help? No, not really. No, it's not what. What? Ah, yeah. Oh, that's right. You fainted. You can't be that happy. A bruise? I feel as though I may have painted myself into a corner here. Suddenly, the room is full of unsatisfied customers. Okay, let's talk about something else, other than whether you're happy or not. Oh, a spoiler. Hold on. Don't get away with yourselves here. Is there anybody in the room that does want to hear a spoiler? Okay, well then we have to give a spoiler because somebody wants it. So, right? At the end of the season, Crowley will die. Luckily, it's not a character anyone cares about, so. I always hear that Mark gives me shit in his panels, and I always forget to do the same thing to him. So this time I'm going to remember. What? I like what you're doing with the lights, by the way. This sort of up with the lights, down with the lights. Let's keep it kind of not so fast that it gives somebody a seizure, but just a nice up and down. Would you like to ask a question, Madam Jane?
Yes, I would. Thank you. You've just finished your project in Haiti, and you're now doing your new project in the country which I can't pronounce, in South America.
Yes.
Why did you choose that particular school out of all the countries in the world and out of all the schools that you could choose?
I have a large map of the world on the wall of my office and a dart. And I just throw it, and that's how the process works.
Yeah, can get that. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that makes total sense to me. Yeah. Second thing is, as you are giving out spoilers, and if everybody agrees here not to put it on social media, can you give us one of the Gish-Wish tasks?
Since I know that I can trust everyone in this room not to share stuff like that, I think this is a safe place. Likewise, normally I'm a little bit, concerned about telling people how the last episode of the season ends. But with you guys, I feel like the secret's safe here, right? I mean, you wouldn't tell anyone what happened. Trust you? This is an interesting study in mass lying. Very quickly, you all lied, right? Just at the same time. Yes, we won't tell anyone. There is at the very end of the final episode of this season, there's a very ominous, foreboding Paul. That is a fairly esoteric English word. Cast over the supernatural universe. which is, I think, a very accurate description of what happens. But you don't understand what I just said, and I'm fully aware of that. Some of you do, but even those of you who do, don't. All right?
Oh, it's mine. Thank you.
And as far as Gishwa's items are concerned, well, I have this one idea for an item that could be amazing if we could pull it off. It would be only visible from space, and it would be awesome. And I'm meeting with some folks at NASA next week to see if we can pull this off. So I'm not actually telling you a Gishwa's item, but I am telling you that there could be one that would be totally awesome. How's that? Really something to hang your hat on, huh? Yeah. You did Gishwas before.
I did, yes.
And how did you find the experience?
It was a mixture of fun, scary, exhilarating, frightening. I loved it.
Yeah.
I loved it. Absolutely loved it. Yeah.
But you're kind of uncertain as to whether you want to do it again, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think ringing up every single tall building in the UK and saying, can I come and light your windows, was kind of a bit, I'm probably on a hit list now.
Yeah.
So, no, it was, anybody who hasn't done it, I would say definitely do it at least once. It is absolutely amazing. And the people I met were phenomenal.
Awesome.
Team of people. Yeah.
Good.
It was great. But I'm going to let somebody else ask a question now.
Okay. All right, fine. Hi.
Hi. I don't know if you know that today is the Global Day Against Homophobia. And I would like you to tell young people who are actually gay something to treat them up. Because here in Italy, at least, we're not really the same as heterosexual people. So, yeah.
You mean you don't have equality here?
Yes.
Well, I can tell you this much. In English, gay means homosexual, and it also means happy. That's a good thing. I think this is an issue that, for me, is extremely emotional. I feel like it's in the quote-unquote civilized Western world. It's one of the most terrible manifestations of repression that's still happening in society and that's still accepted. And even in places where it seems to be getting better, it's amazing how recently it's getting better. You know, we're only one generation or a half generation into, you know, even legal equality in a lot of places. But the tide does seem to be shifting in most of the world, and that gives me a lot of hope. There was a time when there were just no representations of gay or lesbian characters on television that weren't either horribly tragic or totally cartoonish. And now now we have, you know, while not gay, you know, certainly in a marginalized group, the Transparent is an amazing show. That's amazing. Have you guys seen Transparent? And there are a lot of instances back in the U.S. now of openly gay politicians and laws being overturned that you know, either don't give full equality to homosexual couples. I was so emotionally overwhelmed by the first states allowing gay marriage. It was such an awesome thing. For some reason, this is something that makes me tear up more than anything. Like, it feels like such a triumphant thing. I officiated a lesbian couple's wedding. And for me, it was very early on in the process of this being something that could be done, and it made me so emotional just for the fact that it's something that had been that group of people had been deprived of for so long, that I gave the worst fucking service you've ever seen, because I was an emotional wreck. Like, I couldn't hold it together at all. But you know, there's a lot of work to be done, and there are places in the world where it is a really horrific situation. But it does feel like there is progress being made. So stay strong and stay gay, is what I would say. Hi.
I asked the same question for Jason yesterday, and now I wondered.
I think I heard about your question.
I wondered what kind of sleep song do you sing for your children, and could you please sing it? And I know I play guitar very well.
You play guitar very well?
No, you. I know you.
How do you know I play guitar very well?
I saw the video. I saw the video.
That was a bullshit video. I did this video.
Please, and could you please?
I did this video where I was playing flamenco guitar.
And
Wait, hold on. And it was like, and then, can you please cue some flamenco music? Flamenco guitar, please, very loudly. Just hold on.
no, Misha.
I did this video. Guys, come on, quick. It's awkward moment right now. Faster, much faster. We need something. Anyway, yes, I do play guitar very well, as you can see.
But the question.
Yes.
Please sing it in the Indian-Russian language.
Sing it in an Indian-Russian language? So last night at dinner, don't tell me not to change the subject. Like, every once in a while, we'll be at dinner and Jensen will say, Dimitri! And I'll go, what? And he'll say, come on, bring it out. And so then I have to do my Dimitri Russian guy, right? And I tell some story. And so I told a story as Dimitri last night. And then Bob Singer said to his wife, do your Indian accent. And I was like, what is happening here? And so then she and I became Indians, but I had just done a Russian accent right on the heels of that. So it did become Indian Russian again. And it felt like a throwback. It reminded me of a past time. Yeah, I got really sentimental. I cried. Let me hear your Indian Russian accent.
Maybe I will show it next year.
She said, maybe I'll show you next year. Good answer. Really good. Well done.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Can I ask a question?
I'm thinking about it.
Okay, I can wait.
Okay, thanks. Okay, yes, now you can go.
How angels keep their blades in sleeves?
That's one of those things that we never, there was a moment when the special effects department developed this whole elaborate, like, arm holster rig that would go in the coat. But does anyone have an angel blade on them? Madhu, where's your angel blade? Right here in these bags? These are her bags. Oh my God, this is disgusting. Shame on her. Ugh, it's still sticky. Okay. Just this shitty old thing? Okay, nobody has an angel blade in this entire room? What is this, a Vampire Diaries convention? You do have an angel blade? A tiny one? What? We're going through your bags. We're looking for your angel blade. Where's your angel blade? Yeah, you may. Please sit. Please sit. That's not an angel blade. That's a selfie stick. Okay, here's my angel blade. So we do some different tricks. This is the one that we usually do. I'll be standing here like this, and then in the scene it'll be like, you know, Dean, don't, right? So we'll be standing here, and then the director will yell, pause, and the props girl will run over and hand this to me, and I'll hold it, and then I'll go, Dean, don't. So that's how we usually do it. And the rest of the time, I go like this. Up under there, and I have my hand. If you watch scenes where the angel blade appears, you'll notice that I have some sort of like deformity of the hand, where I'm kind of holding the angel blade like this until the appropriate moment, and then I'll go, Dean, don't. So, that's how we do it. It's very high tech.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. I know, there's a little bit, you know what? You should ask Bob about that. Yeah. Thank you. Really excellent.
Thank you.
Hi.
Hi. We were playing Cards Against Humanity, and we found a certain card that we thought definitely didn't belong in there. It has a name on it that you know. Also, William Shatner.
Oh.
Yes, and we thought, I don't think so.
Can I see this card?
Yes.
Wait a minute, it's just William Shatner. So is that the answer or the question? The answer is William Shatner? Man, this guy's a big deal, isn't he? William Shatner. He has his name on the cards. Are there other names of people in there? Really? Is my name one of them? No.
Give it time.
To what question do you answer William Shatner? I guess, what is the biggest bane of your existence? William Shatner. Who's your biggest enemy? William Shatner. Who's secretly in love with you? William Shatner. I'll work on that. Thank you. Do you have a pen? Yes. What's your question? Hi.
You helped a lot of people to survive in the hard times, and I wonder what helps you to survive. And I wish I could say that it never happens to you, but it happens with everyone.
Well, I guess for me, I've gone through a lot of hard times in my life, and at different times I've leaned on different things. So when I was very young, I was a very depressed little kid, like a 9-year-old. I had a hard time. So I leaned on my mom at that point, and I broke windows. Those two things helped me a lot. And when I got a little older, I took a lot of comfort in my wife when I really needed support. And now sometimes my children, although I don't want them to feel responsible for my happiness. That long sleeve shirt buttoned all the way to the top. And there was a time in my life when I was having a very difficult time kind of figuring out what my purpose on the planet was. Not that I have figured that out, but it was a question that was really bothering me a lot. And I didn't feel like I had any reason to keep doing any of the things that I was doing in my life. And I stumbled into meditation and kind of a Buddhist philosophy inspired style of meditation. And that really grounded me again and gave me a feeling of purpose somehow in my life. It's a very difficult thing to explain intellectually, but it was a very real experience for me and kind of continues to be. But it is, it's something that I go through cyclically of having a hard time, you know. And it's interesting being in this position now where I feel like I'm in the social spectrum having a lot of success. You know, I'm getting money for the first time in my life and celebrity, and I come to these things and everybody tells me how great I am and how much they love me. And it's amazing how unsatisfying that is. You know, we buy into this idea that if we achieve a certain level of success in our lives, that is going to cause us to be happy somehow. And it's an idea that so many of us are driven by, even if unconsciously. We think if we achieve a certain level of success, then we're going to be happy. And you get there and you realize that it's maybe a little bit more comfortable and maybe a little bit more easy, but actually things get more complicated in a lot of respects, and you just keep chasing more and more. And that is not a road that is something that is going to lead to happiness. Happiness definitely has to come from within. And I, in the last couple of years, have definitely gotten, I think, too much in the mindset of external achievement and not enough about taking care of myself. And so I've had some hard times in the last couple of years. And you know, and I think that that's something that we're all susceptible to. You know, we all have struggles at times, and it's important to remember that you got to be taking care of yourself inside. And I think that, you know, I think our friend Jared right now is, you know, he's realizing he's got to take care of himself. You can't just be, you know, striving for something on the outside or some idea of success or making other people happy. You got to take care of yourself on the inside. So, yeah.
But you should know that we all love you.
Thank you.
Can I say thank you for what you said about gay people, because here in Russia, it's, you know, the situation in Russia, and you made me cry.
That's what I was trying to do. I was trying to make a gay person sad, so yes. Yeah, I know. Your country is really shitty in that respect right now. That's why I did a JIB6 item that was related to that specific thing. Anyway, yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Hi, Misha.
Hi.
So, I think that Cass is the hardest character to write, really the hardest. And I see that depending on who and how the character is written, your performance changes. So, as an actor, is your play related to the different sensitivity that the writers use on Castiel's own sensitivity?
I have no idea what you're asking.
Oh.
This is
Embarrassing.
This is an embarrassing impasse.
Yes. So, in other words, I see that your performance of Castiel's really changed when Bennett Loon went away from Supernatural. Like he was your guardian angel. Was well, yes. So yes, I think that Bennett Loon really understood Castiel in the deepest way. If your performance has changed relating to the others writers?
I think that no is the answer. Although I do think that there are some writers material that there are some writers who I think write Castiel better than others. I think that the character. I would like to think that the character somehow stays somewhat consistent. There are times when I feel it's not quite consistent, and I feel like what I'm saying is a little bit false to the character, and I'm trying to find a way to justify it. But that's a little bit just the challenge for the actor, is to find a way to make the dialogue work. But in I love Ben. Ben is, he's just such a mad, deliciously mad genius. I was hanging out in his suite with him at Comic-Con a few years ago, and trying to have a conversation with him, and it was so awesome. He was just like, I'd be sitting on the couch, and he'd say, yeah, so anyway, I just think it would be really cool if we could create something that, and then he'd walk into the other room, and do something, and come back, and that would, with a 2-minute pause in between, and his brain is just it's this amazing sort of playground of imagination. Ben will sit when he came up to set, when he was directing, or when he was in the writers' room. He's always doodling. He's an amazing cartoonist. He's always doodling, and the doodles that he makes while you're having a chat with him. While you think that you're just having a conversation, he's creating this amazing work of art that's so much more amazing than anything I could create if I was focusing with 100% of my energy. So personally, I miss Ben. I loved some of his episodes. The French Mistake is my favorite. Everybody Hates Hitler is maybe my second favorite. I love that episode too. And I did have a lot of conversations with Ben, and Ben really kind of he would really think about the big issues, like really what is motivating Cass on a metaphysical level? What are the spiritual implications of what's going on with this character? And he was really chewing on these gigantic questions that I don't think most of us necessarily spend that much time on. So he's a special gem, that Ben. Yeah.
Oh, thank you so much. I really love Ben, and I named my cat Carver Edlund. So
you named your cat Carver Edlund?
Yes, for Jeremy Carver and also for Chuck. Many reasons. So.
Do those guys know that?
Yes, Rob knows this, but I don't know if Ben Edlund knows it.
Okay, you should tell him.
If I find a way to tell him.
Twit him. Doesn't he twit? Isn't he a twit?
Yeah.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, you should twit him.
I will try. Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Hi.
Hi.
I'm actually a little bit late with my question because it was already, no, not directly, it was mentioned before.
Okay.
I wanted to ask you about Nicaragua as well.
Okay.
As I'm talking to many new fundraisers, and I know a few of them are here. and they are really doing awesome. And I really like to encourage them and show them that really they make a big difference with every dollar they raise. What would you tell them? We have 9 spots left. What they can expect on such a trip? Why they should push it and be there and.
Well, Rhea is talking about we're doing a trip to San Juan del Sur. I should know the name of the town. San Juan del Sur, Nicaragua, in November, and we are going to build a school complex down there. And Rhea was with me in Haiti, and she's been a really great fundraiser. What is your fundraising secret?
I think that would.
The way you said that, it was like, oh.
No, the problem is.
I take off my clothes.
Yes.
And they give me money. I do it at strip clubs. I'm sorry.
No, I just didn't want to. It would be a really long story, but I wrote a blog for Random Acts, which is on the Nicaragua Foundways page, where you can read everything, because it's a lot like showing your donors that you really be their bridge to the project and that they really make a change with every dollar they give. And networking, stay in touch, keep everybody posted, be open, personal. There's so many things I could say now.
All things that I don't do, so that's actually helpful to learn. Thank you.
Read my blog.
Yeah, okay. So we together, worked on this project in Haiti, and we raised a lot of money and built this amazing building and orphanage that now has these sweet kids in it. It's so cool to see. It's so gratifying. The woman who Bonite is her name, and she's a Haitian woman who lived in the U.S. for a long time and then came back to Haiti to do this work. And she's very strict and very stern, and I was a little bit worried that the orphanage was going to be like kind of not a fun place for kids, because she's great at organizing a building project and running sort of the business of doing this, but I was afraid she wasn't going to be that sweet. And it turns out she's hired this mom and dad that are like the sweetest people, this most nurturing maternal and paternal characters in the world, to actually take care of the kids in the orphanage. And we asked her, like, why did you hire them? And she said, well, I know that I can be kind of harsh, so I wanted someone really nice with the kids, which was really lovely. So it's a great achievement. It's really cool that we pulled that off. And we're going to try to do something similar in Nicaragua. So if you want to come to Nicaragua with us in November, talk to Rhea, and she'll explain to you how to take your clothes off for money.
Can you leave the stage now, please? Go. Thank you.
Hello.
Hello. Freya just asked what I was going to ask. Another question. Have you heard of Glass's genetic needs? Psychologist question for you. No?
Glass's genetic needs?
Yeah.
No.
Okay. So there are 4 types, and apparently each one of those genetic needs is what drives you in life. So I'm going to list them, and if you could tell me which one you think you are and which one you think Cass is.
Okay.
You with me?
So, like, I'm not going to guess what the genetic needs are. Procreate? Is that a genetic need? Shit. Okay. Second guess. Have sex.
Think of it more as what drives you in life.
Okay. Fornicate.
I could just list them. I could just list them for you.
I think I'm getting close. Copulation. Tell me if I'm getting warmer here. No. Really? That's not one of the 4 genetic needs?
Well, one of them is love and belonging, if you want to interpret it in that way.
Okay, I will.
Alright, so anyway, there are 4. Love and belonging is one.
Okay.
Fun, power, and freedom. Which one do you think drives you in life, and which one do you think...
Wait, those are genetic needs?
It's what he calls his theory. I don't know. Find him.
Okay, so it's a theory. All right.
Yeah.
Okay, so love and belonging, fun,
Freedom and power.
freedom, and power. Okay. Okay, freedom is number 1 for me, I think.
Thought so.
And then fun and power might be tied for 2, I'm afraid. And love and belonging, I think, might be my last one, weirdly. And then for Cass, it's not fun. Weirdly, I think this is a very weird one, but I actually think Cass might be love and belonging. Even though he's such a loner.
That's why.
And who doesn't belong. So love and belonging, and then freedom, and then power, and then fun.
Cheers, thanks.
Did I get it right?
Full marks.
Great, great.
Hi.
Hi.
Okay, so my question is about Castiel. In the last few seasons, we've seen a lot of characters asking him if they belong to pick a side, if heaven or earth, the Winchesters, and I wanted to know what you think about it, and if you were to choose right now, what would it be?
If I have to pick between heaven and earth,
Yeah.
I think Cass at this point would pick earth. Yeah. There was definitely a time in his development as a character where he would have said heaven, but I think that time has passed.
Also, Singer yesterday said that if I Castiel as a homeless,
Yeah.
but I don't agree with that. Actually, I mean, in the last few seasons, we said
I wouldn't disagree with Bob. I would be very careful about that. You can get fired for that. We were in the green room earlier and I said something, I don't remember what it was, and Bob's wife said, I'm going to tell Bob you said that. And I was like, no, don't tell him. Don't tell Bob. Yes. I don't know what I'm saying yes to, but that's good. He is homeless. Come on. Where is his home? He has no home.
the bunker with the Winchester.
Just so you know, it's not an effective form of communication, what you just did, because I had no idea what anyone said.
Well, he said in the last episode that it was staying with Dean like forever, basically. So that meant that he planned on staying with them. So
there's a difference, just so you know, there's a difference between having a home and being a stalker, which is pretty much. Yeah. Cass is a little bit of a stalker. He's out there. He's outside again. Is he really? I'm not going to turn around because it's just going to encourage him. But tell me if he's still there. Is he still there? He's just standing there, staring in the window of the bunker. Bye.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Very good. I just
Good.
noticed I'm wearing my trench coat and I'm asking a question to you. And
Pure coincidence?
yeah,
Maybe.
I swear.
Maybe not.
Do you think Castiel prefers to be an angel or a human?
I think Castiel prefers human. Yes. I think Castiel enjoyed being a human, but I think that he identifies as an angel.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
hi, are you going to do another mockumentary?
No. But I am going to. So we did this mockumentary. Has anyone not seen the mockumentary? Yes, honesty finally comes up in the third row. You have seen it, or you just don't know what I'm saying? Both. Okay. So we shot that mockumentary, and some of the powers that be thought that we made ourselves look too terrible, and so they cut some stuff out. Some stuff was good that it was cut out because it actually wasn't funny. But some stuff that they cut out was funny, but it made us look like horrible human beings. So I got Warner Brothers to agree to let me release those deleted scenes. So I'm gonna soon be releasing some deleted scenes from the mockumentary that will show our true characters, who we really are. someone in my meet and greet said that in the fandom, that is, those characterizations of our characters are how people sort of exaggerate us. Like, Jared is a prima donna asshole, and Jensen is, you know, overcompensating for something, and really he's sensitive. And everyone picks on Misha. These are all true things. It's not a coincidence that they both coalesced, you know, the fandom and the mockumentary. I mean, we were just exaggerating ourselves, in a sense. So, it was I think we held up the mirror and we saw some serious flaws and we decided to exploit them. But I didn't know that the fandom perceived us that way, and that's a little disturbing. I didn't realize that. Hi.
Hi. I was wondering, how do you think Castiel's true form looks like?
I mean, pretty. Everyone missed that joke? No. Too much. Okay. Well, what about the Chrysler Building comment? My true form, I'm the size of the Chrysler Building, right? He's big. We know that much. I don't want to say I've been typecast, but I probably should stop talking now. I'm going to go ahead and pull the cord on this one. Gracefully exit that question. Hi.
Hi. My question is, Castiel has changed a lot since season 4.
Yeah.
And what you like about the new Castiel and what you don't, if there's something you don't like.
Are you saying my acting is inconsistent?
I like everything about Castiel and you. So, no, your acting is perfect.
Could I have you be my personal reviewer at all times? Once again, a flawless action by Misha Collins. Perfect as usual, Misha Collins. What do I like about the new cast and what do I not like about the new cast?
Maybe there's something...
There was something about the original cast that was kind of fun. Like, he was a man on a mission and a dick. And now, I think that over time what happened was the writers saw what I brought to the character, and they changed him from being this very sort of warrior-like, tough, you know, fighting angel to a really socially awkward dork. And I like to think that that's kind of what they saw, what I brought to the character. Since Misha's playing the role, what if we made him socially awkward and dorky? Cass, I like that I like Cass being less of a fish out of water, and I like him understanding humanity a little bit better. To me, I feel like that the kind of joke of him not understanding what's going on or being really out of it has kind of played its course, and I like him understanding what's going on a little bit more, but still being kind of, you know, he's a little bit out of it, you know? He's a very socially awkward individual, and I like that aspect of the character. I think it makes him kind of interesting, and kind of sad, and kind of sweet, and kind of adorable, and kind of dangerous and manly. Very dangerous. Yeah.
Hi. I was wondering...
Last question, sorry.
Oh, okay.
I was wondering if you've ever heard any synchronization of supernatural, and how does it feel to hear yourself with a different voice? Because I think it's really strange.
Every once in a while, when we go to a convention, we'll meet the voiceover actors who play our character in that language, and usually that actor, that voiceover actor, dubs us for life. So whatever role I play, the same guy in Spain is always going to be my voice. And it's always interesting because it'll be like, hey Misha, please come over here. I would like you to meet your voiceover actor. And I'll be like, oh wow, great, I can't wait to meet him. Hello sir, what's your name? To see you in person. And I'm thinking, sorry, I thought you said that you were my voiceover actor. Who do you dub? Yeah. What is the? No, I think I actually met the guy who did my voice here.
The first year.
First year, right?
Yeah. We had the double.
Yeah. I can't remember.
You sounded like this.
Yes, that's right. It's funny, the guy that dubs me in Italian actually doesn't speak a lick of Italian. He's an American from the South. Hello, my handsome friend.
How are you, sir?
I'm really good.